Hello, I'm Snoots Von Snips, artist and co-creator at War Dance Comics, and this is my warm-up. So today I will be doing a ink of a sketch I did last night. Me and the family were watching Harry Potter, the Half-Blood Prince, so I went ahead and did up this little thing. So I'm going to go ahead and not edit out any of the process. Legitimately took the picture, cut out the pencil, but gonna do some modifications. So we're gonna do some contrast, a little bit of brightness. I don't want to lose any of that fine pencil work. There we go. I'm gonna multiply it, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to just see. My background, I usually have a darker blue. I'm going to go ahead and lighten it up so I can see the finer pencil work. And I'm doing blue because that's traditionally the color paper I do black and white charcoal on. It's just what I'm used to. And just for my personal preference, I'm going to come over here to layer properties and change the layer to a blue color. Those familiar with comics and stuff, a lot of the traditional comic veterans had to use blue, no photo blue pencils. So, as much as I hate blue pencils, it's easier to see your inks under a lighter, non-gray scale color. I've been really happy with the results of working on the bottom up angle on the face. It's been really hard for me to do, and then, I don't know, just something clicked in my head recently. So I'm pretty happy with this guy. I had a lot of fun doing these few little sketches. Watching the Half-Blood Prince, I feel like, although that particular director is very dark, I have a problem with that director. The first few Harry Potter movies were very fun, very whimsical, which is what drew in a lot of that crowd. And none of that translated over to Fantastic Beasts because I understand it is a different director. But it just, I don't know, it makes the Americas feel so much more daunting and scary compared to the first few Harry Potter movies we get when we're introduced to Hogwarts and the like. So, anyway, Half-Blood Prince, I feel like Radcliffe did an excellent job with like the luck potion and all that kind of stuff. He did an excellent job on bringing a little bit of lighthearted comedy to the movie, just a hair, with Hermione and Ron going through all their bullshit, Harry low-key kind of going through his. Radcliffe did a really good job with just bringing some light in the middle of all that. Very visually dark movie. Everything's like almost black and white. Like you can tell a few times where they specifically picked like yellow or orange, so there was still some warmth to faces. But if you look at all the shirts, any yellow or anything in the shirt will shine through, and everything else is grayscale. Like, it's bad how dark that movie is. And that's coming from a Zack Snyder fan. I know it's been cool to recently shit on Zack Snyder, and then even more recently, now that he's getting his own 4-part series on HBO, everybody's like, oh yeah, Zack Snyder's the best, what are you talking about? I've always loved Zack Snyder. Alright. Whatever. But yeah, since Sucker Punch and 300, I just loved the high contrast, just the raw feeling it has. And a lot of people are like, oh, you just like it because it's dark and edgy. It's maybe, I don't know. I definitely like it because it is visually dark and has high contrast, but I feel like in comparison, if we're going to compare Zack Snyder to David Yates, I believe, I think Yates takes the cake for super dark, gritty feeling films. Versus Zack Snyder is, I don't know, I feel like it's appropriate for the content. Versus with Yates, this is supposed to be a story of hope, of overcoming things. It's magical, it's whimsical. I know I'm going to keep repeating that, but that's pretty much what it is. Versus with Justice League, it's trial by fire, which is different. It's a test of temperament, versus Harry doesn't get tests of temperament. All his tests of temperament we didn't see while he was under the stairs. We just see the boy who lived and who just has to go through all this bullshit being manipulated. It's not necessarily for his betterment. It's for the world's betterment. He's just a sacrificial lamb. Which, I'm not shitting on the writing at all. I mean, it's a beautiful concept. Both are. I'm not comparing in one or the other. I actually liked that little hair in the eye. There we go. Because he's totally got shaggy hair. Extend these down a little bit more then. See, I'm lucky because I am my own pencil and inker. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to not have to worry about that. I love inking other people's work. It's really hard to ink my own work sometimes just because I can see all the flaws in it. I'm just like, this feels unfinished. I shouldn't be inking it. You need to ink finished works. Do not ink unfinished works. I've wasted so much time inking unfinished works. Oh man. Issues would probably be a lot farther along if I actually knew what I was doing. No, I'm learning. I'm good. That's not out of pride or anything. It's just I know where I'm at. I'm good. I'm not a 20-year veteran of the comic industry. By no means. I am green. But I feel like I can hold my own. Eesh. That looks bad. This is the back of the head. I know it's all twisted and shit. I flipped the canvas around. I'm sorry. So you're probably losing orientation. But if you ever get lost, this little red box right here is my navigation panel. So if you ever get lost, just check that out. So yeah, Harry Potter, fantastic series. I think if it wasn't for post-production plot holes, it would be a lot stronger. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are so keen to give it flack. And plus, it's just popular as shit on things. It's not a fan of that, personally. I mean, it's one thing to give like an honest, constructive critique, which I strive for, and I might fail sometimes. I might be, something might irritate me, and I just might be overwhelmed with that and might bitch about something. But for the most part, I feel like people need to get out of the habit of just shitting on everything because it's cool to shit on things. people should try to be a little more positive. I think that would help the world in general. Like, you don't have to be nice to everybody. Some people are just assholes. You might catch somebody on an off day, consistently. You don't have to be nice to everybody, just try. The good old, man, that looks awful. No Adam's apple. I don't know how to draw male figures sometimes. That's huge. I'm gonna tell my back. See, my camera's up here and my drawing's down here, so I can't make it up that high. It's kind of glance upward. So sorry for not making eye contact all the time. Bad jokes are bad. Hi, welcome to Drawing with War Dance Comics. My name is Snoots Von Snips, co-creator, artist, and killer of jokes. There we go. But yeah, this is just a warm-up. I'm not really worried about coloring at the moment. And I'm about halfway done with Harry and about halfway through the video, so I feel like that's not bad for a quick little ink. And I'm not doing this for speed, I'm just taking my sweet time. If you're looking for a speed ink, check out War Dance Comics channel. I have a Damien speed ink up on there. Took me about an hour 30 minutes, something like that. I did omit some of the background, I'll be honest. That's because it's like, oh, this is a warm-up pushing on an hour. When you wrap this up. So I don't know, I've been seeing this a lot and I really like it. Instead of doing the under shadow, doing the shadow up here to kind of give you a perspective of like where the nose is at. I really like that. And that's kind of what I did here. It's super sloppy. So I am right-handed, so it's a lot easier for me to do this. So I'll be doing that. Apparently, TMI, and I'll probably say this a lot, just because I forget what all I say all the time. I repeat the same freaking stories all the time. So, I was supposed to be left-handed, apparently, but my mom said that she didn't want to pay the extra money to like buy left-handed school supplies. So she's like, you're gonna be right-handed. So I get really irritated because possibly there's, wires that get crossed in your brain if you force yourself to be the opposite dominant hand that you're supposed to be. So Thanks, Mom. Anyway. What did I do here? Rough sketches are rough. Alright. So I do remember that Alan Rickman has very inquisitive eyebrows naturally. So we're just gonna do that. That looks about right. Yeah. I feel like Snape is a very underappreciated character. Kind of geeked out with somebody who commented on Instagram with this. But a little more insight into that opinion is sidebar, but on topic, I promise. I am not a huge fan of Dumbledore. And that might be heresy to some people, but here's why. Again, not being a huge fan, so I might be speaking a little ignorantly. There might be things about Dumbledore I don't know. So, on the surface, from what I see of not knowing much about Dumbledore, is he's goddamn near a sociopath. And I have a weird feeling the only reason why he's not a freaking evil ass motherfucker is he saw what happened to Grindelwald, and he's like, I don't want to do that, so I will do this instead. So, like a sociopath, he just kind of like, that is bad. Result. Click. Okay, I'm going to do this other stuff, so I don't end up in prison. Like, I don't know. I think Dumbledore's a sociopath, or at least has sociopathic tendencies. I don't like Dumbledore because he gets so much respect for being such a smart man, and he's a smart man, but he's an asshole, and people like love him and admire him, but he's an asshole. He literally set Harry up to be the lamb for slaughter, and same thing with Snape. He's like, all right, Snape, so you gotta kill me, and I know how my particular nice little wand works. So if you kill me, that means Voldemort's gonna turn around and kill you. So I'm basically sentencing you to death. What kind of shit is that? So yeah, I think Dumbledore's an asshole. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I may not be right. There may be more to Dumbledore that I don't know, or just like Dumbledore was the most selfless man, or whatever the hell. I don't know. But from what I can tell, he looks like a fucking goddamn sociopath. And manipulated both Harry and Snape, and most of the people. Which I think is the reason why Dumbledore's brother hates him. Because Dumbledore manipulated their sister. She ended up dying for it. So, apparently I'm not the only one who thinks that Dumbledore is a fucking asshole. So, it's canon. Other people think he's an asshole. I'm not the only one. You can't be mad at me for that. It's canon. Oh, shit. I don't know. But yeah, there's a difference between necessary characters that you love to hate and completely unnecessary, ridiculous characters that shouldn't be in the franchise at all. Like Jar Jar. Jar Jar, I hate, and I think he doesn't add anything to the franchise. Dumbledore, I hate, but I love to hate him like an anti-hero. You know? Love him or hate him, you have to admit, he's got class. Or flair, style. I forget what the quote is, something along those lines. And Alan Rickman has these huge fucking lips, which I never noticed before last night, to be quite honest. Like, his upper lip is massive. It's crazy. So, okay, a lot of people will tell you don't zoom in extremely close, like I'm doing. But I do that for control. I'll do these very precise little marks, and I don't trust my pen. So whenever I'm working with pencil, I work extremely small. But when I work on a tablet, I like to work bigger. Much bigger. That way I can have, like, whenever you're making, like, lines, there's a lot of pressure, but you'd still see that it starts small and then gets bigger, even though I was trying to do consistent pressure. So personally, I like to do lighter strokes and then just kind of bleed them from one to the other. And I can't really do that working really small, because then I get messy shit like that. So that's why I zoom in really close. But that kind of goes back to what I was saying in the beginning of the video, where you should not work with messy pencils. If you are working with messy pencils, good luck. But if you yourself are doing pencils, try to clean them up to where you know what the hell is going to be inked. I really like that. Yeah. And that way I can clean up easier too. No guesswork. Yeah. I like to work really close so I can legitimately blend the lines in. I mean, I do thick lines, so it's not like I'm doing a bunch of little fucking precise shit, which is why people say don't zoom in hella close, because you'll do all these little precise things and it's gonna get lost when you zoom out. So don't put in that effort to do a bunch of little shit. It's gonna get lost. I am not doing that. I'm doing big thick lines, but I'm just making sure that they're blended and they work well. And if there are any mistakes, I can clean them up without erasing a massive amount of work. I don't like that. That works. Okay. Almost done with this guy. I did the sketch, and then I remember watching the movie and realizing that whenever, again, the movie was hella dark. I'm not gonna go into that, but the movie was so fucking dark. For the most part, I just thought he had a fucking collar. And it was until later scenes, like whenever Ron's in the hospital and stuff. Again, it was Half-Blood Prince. That I noticed that his shirt is not like this at all. It's got like some weird little like plumage thing going on, like and then it connects somewhere, and then he's wearing like an overcoat, I think. So plumage, what the fuck? No. Like a kerchief or some shit. Anyway. Okay. New layer. No. Damn it, come on. Alright. See, this is why I hate pens. Fuck it. Thank you. Just skipped. I'm very proud of my setup, or I'm very happy with my setup. It's a good setup. Got Surface Pro, I think. Third-party pen. Big ass secondary monitor. Good. But if I could work traditional, I would do it in a heartbeat. For time and accounting for potential error, I work digitally. Because I'm still learning anatomy and stuff, and I don't want to have our comics be filled with errors. I need to be able to crop and adjust and rotate things to make them look visually appealing. Almost there. Okay, new layer. And I'm using the select tool, the lasso fill. Not select. It's a shape tool. Go ahead and just do that. That works. Transparent. Woo. Transparent is a beautiful, beautiful tool. Super rough. Death. Ooh, too rough. That's better. But yeah, super rough, Deathly Hallows. Do do do. There we go. Nope. Transparent. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. Let's check this out. Eh. I forgot a few lines. Either that or Harry's nose is way too far up. Harry's nose is way too far up. See? This is why I like working digital. Yeah, okay. Nope. I'll go ahead and do this. And then shit. Sorry, I got all quiet. I got super focused for a second. Just kind of doing the last little things. And then he's got that. And then real quick, we're gonna scribbles. there you have it. My Harry Potter Half-Blood Prince warm-up sketch thing. Brought to you by War Dance Comics. Yeah, more content to come, and feel free to look through our previous content. We have podcasts and more warm-ups and probably a few other things. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed. Find us on Facebook and other social medias. You can find them all right there. And in the description. Back Issues Volume 1, only on Indiegogo.